Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Cousins. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it?
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm on.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Completes it to Chris Ivory. Chris Ivory off to the races. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Ivory, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Clay Matthews able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, 87 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Toss play, Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Good, 180. I got you, son. I got you. You're all right.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Redskins 14, Panthers 7.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, he'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A 10th carry for Kamara. Shoves him aside. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
180. Mike 50, huh? You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, receiver. Mike's 50. Bravo. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Washington.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Chubb on the counter. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. He was doing everything he could to get the 6 points, a little bit short, but still an excellent run.
And look at it from the defense's point of view. They could have given up on that play. They did not, and still were able to corral him. Now, they've got some work to do in this down coming up, but at least they're being competitive and trying to stay with it.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Mayfield with it once more. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Final play of the half. Mayfield going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
We got this. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Kamara. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I got you. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Now here's Ross. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. It's Desmond Trufant.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Good. 180. Check. Watch the before. Watch the run.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Set, 20. 54 Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. Check out route. Pistol. Hey, alert!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A run for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's the rookie with a catch, A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Check, 59. I got you.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Mayfield now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Cousins on 1st down. He's got Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's on Jawan Taylor, 2nd-round pick from Florida.
Check, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Jam.
Here's Samuels. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Yeah, baby.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And that is not going to go for Bullock. It's left to the upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing. Mayfield able to find Harris, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance.
Now Mayfield lost the football, but fortunately a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They give the Chubb out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Mayfield. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Pistol. Push him back. I got you.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Cousins to throw it this time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Rip left.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.